I'm David Burtka.
And I'm Neil Patrick Harris, and this is our new book, Both Sides of the Glass. It's a book of paired cocktails and mocktails.
And we're going to make a pair of drinks for you today. So I'm going to make a spirit-free drink called the Spice and Smoke.
And I will be making its spirit-forward partner, the Honey and Smoke.
These are drinks from the fire section, and they both have a really good burn to them, but they're balanced with a fair amount of citrus, which makes them perfect for those in-between times when it's warm out, but raining, but sunny, but chilly, or, you know, whatever.
Whenever you want. I'll start with the Honey and Smoke. This is a mezcal-based cocktail. If you're not familiar with mezcal, it's like tequila's older badass sibling. Tequila is actually a mezcal. It's the overall category for spirits made from an agave plant. Mezcals really range in flavor. So if you think you don't like mezcal, maybe you just haven't had the right one. For this drink, I am going to be using a Joven mezcal. It's a little brighter.
It's like a tequila that smokes.
A little smokier in flavor, and some get really earthy. This one's nice, brighter. I think it plays well with the ginger. Speaking of ginger, my drink uses two syrups. A ginger syrup and a honey syrup. And you can buy these pre-made, but it's really not that big a deal to make them.
I promise you, it's actually quite simple. All syrups are basically just 1 part sugar, 1 part water, and you boil that for a little bit, and then you add your fun flavor, ginger, mint, blueberries, whatever, and then you get your syrup. Let it steep, and then there's more detailed instructions in the book, but it's not that hard at all.
Yeah, 1 to 1. You don't even have to use a cup if you don't want to. This one calls for both ginger and honey, but you can just put some ginger in with the honey syrup if you want. You can toss some honey into the ginger syrup while it's cooking. If you love ginger, you can add more. It's all okay.
Both your nicknames, ginger and honey.
Hey. As with many drinks, I start with, you have a cocktail shaker. Here's a tip, there's a big one and there's a small one. This is my advice. When you're mixing your drink, mix everything into the big one. I'll explain why in a second. Every drink is about 3.5 ounces of liquid altogether. So you're gonna be doing your maths to try and figure out how to get it up to about 3.5, 4 ounces is fine too. Start with your smallest amount of liquid first, because if you make a mistake and you've started with the 2 ounces of mezcal, then you have to dump 2 ounces of mezcal out. We're gonna start with 1/2 ounce of honey syrup. Is this your ginger syrup?
Yeah, that's the ginger syrup. And you know what?
Fancy.
The honey syrup, you wanna keep these in the refrigerator too, because they will go bad.
Wow, amazing. So I'm gonna use like 1/4 ounce of the ginger syrup. And then we're gonna use 1/2 ounce of the honey syrup.
I love a honey syrup, just to have on hand.
Smells
especially
great
for
too.
tea. It's so much easier to put in like a cup of tea.
So we're at 3/4 of an ounce there. Then we're gonna add, I'll add like a full ounce fresh lemon. I love it. 1 ounce of lemon. This is gonna be a brighter juice. I love these lemon pours. They're great. It's not a lemon pour. What's it called?
Juicer.
Yeah, makes more sense.
You also can use just a fork. Take a fork and juice it like that. Or squeeze it into your hands. Let the seeds sit there and then just pour it out like that.
So here's 1 ounce of lemon juice. That goes into here. Now, we need the spirit. Mezcal, 2 ounces of that. All right, so all is in the shaker. Now, take the smaller shaker, fill it with ice. This is why I use the smaller shaker for the ice, because if you use it in reverse, you fill this one with ice, and this was with the stuff, it will overflow. But you have the right amount of ice, drop it into the thing, give it a tap, give it a shake. What this is doing is changing its temperature. At the same time, it's also all the outside of every piece, every cube of ice is now mixing in with the drink. So you're diluting the drink, which makes it great. Not quite so strong, right? Now we just need one of these, a little strainer. That usually comes with the set. Pour mine into a coupe glass. These are fun if you want to collect glasses for a bar, discount stores, or
vintage stores, or
Goodwill.
Yeah.
And just get a whole bunch of different ones, different shaped ones. That's always fun. Pour it in. And the coupe glass fits perfectly for about a 4 ounce pour. Now, I like to garnish it with a thyme sprig. And you may think, meh, I don't have time for that. but I urge you to try it because having that fresh herb on the nose really adds a depth to the flavor.
You got the time.
I'm actually gonna embellish it a little more. Take a little ginger.
Oh, look at you.
And I'm gonna cut the ginger in half. I'm gonna add a little ginger to hold it in place, like that. The time is key. Scent is actually a huge factor in taste, as any good olfactory scientist will tell you. Just try it. The honey and smoke.
Okay.
Please, please sit down.
Look, it's my turn.
Okay.
Now for the spice and smoke, I have a non-alcoholic tequila. There are a lot of really great non-alcoholic brands out there. You can read a lot about that in our book. So I'm gonna start with 1 ounce of non-alcoholic tequila.
Nice.
There we go. Thank you, sir. And then we've got some lemon juice and some orange juice. Which adds such a nice rounded citrus flavor. I typically use navel oranges, but you can also use mandarins, cuties, whatever.
Cuties.
Neil, you already juiced this for me. So we got 1/2 ounce of lemon juice.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. And we've got 1/2 ounce of a orange. Let's get rid of that lemon juice.
Yes, chef.
Got it. I would have saved that lemon juice though.
On it.
Nope. I think it's a little too late.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay, 1/2 ounce of the orange juice, mandarin juice, whatever you want. All right. Then we're gonna add in ginger syrup. So we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of the ginger syrup that Neil also used.
Nice. They make non-alcoholic ginger liqueurs.
They make non-alcoholic, so many different flavors now. It's really amazing. Nowadays, there's so many different kinds of non-alcoholic spirits.
It's true.
It's
We discussed them at length in said book.
in the book. Okay, so we've got some ice here. Pour it in, shake it. I'm not as good as Neil about
Here's
this.
how I'll do it in slow-mo. You're gonna push it and pull it back, and then push it and pull it back. Yes!
I'm like Tom Cruise.
In Mission Impossible.
And that's, sometimes people beat it. All right, so Neil used a coupe glass, but guess what? Mine's chilled.
Oh, snap.
Yes, mine's chilled. So we're gonna pour it over.
Can I make a garnish?
Oh yeah,
While you
yeah,
do
yeah.
that?
Can you do some sort of twist?
Yeah, for sure. Garnishes are easy if you have a peeler. I'm gonna sneak over here while you're doing that.
Yeah, great.
Take a great peeler and just shake it back and forth. Don't give a ton of pressure, because you don't want a lot of the white pith.
Yeah.
It kind of works itself out. Look at that, you get a nice little piece of this.
Beautiful.
Now, if you're really fancy, you take this and you squeeze it on the edge, and you can see it if you look closer. You can see it spritz out.
Some people like take it and rim the glass.
I take a knife, then I cut off just the edges of that so that you don't have the lost edge. We're halfway home with this. Then you can give it just a nice little cut at diagonals. Get yourself a nice twist.
There's also
Give it a proper little twist, pull it together, and look at that. You want to put it on the thing? If you have fancy things, look,
Ginger,
sometimes
look,
you
like
get
that?
those as gifts, and you're like, I'm never gonna use those. And they sit on your cabinet and you never use them. Here's the perfect time too.
Yeah.
So punch a little hole in the front end, go through the twist, and then back through the back end.
that looks so beautiful. You want to put another piece of ginger on there?
Oh yeah, we're making kebabs now.
They also sell a piece of equipment that you could just make a strip easy instead of having to do the whole cutting and the cut. But wow, look at that.
Is that what you're thinking?
Look at that. Yes.
Look at that.
Here's your glass.
Hey, here's your glass.
And that's it.
Cheers.
Cheers. And that's our drinks.
Cheers to you guys, most importantly.
And you can find all of these recipes and many more in our book, Both Sides of the Glass.
Please do check it out. We're real proud of it.
That's
Mine's better.
really good. No, mine's better. Look at my, Look at my garnish.
I don't know.
My garnish is so fancy.